You tell me that the hearts don't mean a thing.
Hi guys.
You tell me that that bitch don't mean a thing. You so NBA, double R, A, double S, A. You so NBA,
Hey,
you
hey.
so NBA, double R. You so NBA, you so NBA, double R. You so NBA, double R, A, double S, A.
So just waiting for everybody to come in.
Look, I don't wanna argue, I ain't trying to fight. Lately, everything's been so right. Till I seen all them hoes.
Hello.
This shit been on my mind all night. Okay, alright. She posting them pics with her chest out.
So we're waiting for everyone to get in. We're waiting for my beautiful co-host. I see our guest is already here. Welcome.
Twerking in the thong, she naked in the tub. Why the hell you showing hoes all this love?
Welcome.
So much attention, she all in your likes, all in your mentions. What you up to up in that phone? Drowning my thoughts every time I'm alone. Well, I gotta worry about shit you don't. You got a bad bitch right here.
Alright, so I'm gonna send a request so we can bring you on.
If I gotta tell you again, maybe I just gotta get going. What like is a like, really is a like. Got you back to back. Why I gotta scroll down every single app? See my man name under everything.
Alright guys, welcome. So everybody that's coming in, hello. Oh my gosh, let me make sure. Sorry, to pause it for a second.
Oh, I need to make sure my Can you see me?
Yes, I can definitely see you, beautiful, gorgeous. So
Okay,
I'm bringing my co-host in. Hello,
Okay.
I'm super excited. I can't wait for this.
Me too. I really hope my Wi-Fi doesn't act too crazy. Hello.
Hi. Okay. If it acts up and if it cuts you out, I mean, you can just come back in. So we should be good. But we're praying Instagram don't act up tonight.
I know. I'm praying, girl.
So hello, guys. Welcome. Listen, we had a super dope. I mean, every Thursday we have a super dope show, but this one in particular, I can't wait for. So, guys, welcome for everybody that's coming in. Listen, I am your host for Indie Talks, and I have my beautiful co-host with me,
Danielle.
Hi, boo. You looking beautiful as well.
You too, honey. You too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, guys, you already know what the deal is with Indie Talks. We always sit with the meanest, the baddest, those who are just doing the damn thing, okay? And today we have no other than the beautiful, and I mean the most talented MC that I came across, okay? Okay, we have Nilla Allin.
Hello. I'm super excited to be here.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us. So, you know, one thing about this platform, we definitely love talking with a lot of independent artists and, you know, putting you guys out there and just really giving you the platform to really talk to other artists about, you know, this journey that you're on and this wonderful music that you're making and all the time that you invest to even do this music. Okay.
Yes.
So first off, let's jump right into it. So,
Let's do it.
We know you've been doing this since you was young, but really talk about that moment where you just, you know what, I really decided to take that chance to say, you know what, I'm doing music. I'm fully into this.
Definitely. So my friends gave me that push. They really gave me all the confidence because they were kind of just like, girl, you could really do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really just hyping my head up and making me feel comfortable with it. But I decided to go all in when I graduated from college, 2020. So when I had school out the way, I was like, okay, now it's my time. Now I have the time.
And now you can more focus on everything.
Exactly. Because like I was kind of doing it for fun, but school was so stressful. So I had to get that all the way out the way.
Okay. Yes. I mean, of course, you got to focus and things of that nature.
Exactly.
And first of all, congratulations on graduating, you know, so hats off to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So let's get into like a little bit of like as far as like your writing process. So like when you're coming up with a song, do you have to hear the beat first or do you like write just like get the beat?
Yeah, so I usually pick the beat first. It depends. It's a lot easier for me to write to a beat, but I'm more productive when I write without the beat. But I usually like to pick the beat first and just write to the beat. But sometimes I get a little bit, because I'm very indecisive. So I'll hear a beat and I'm like, well, maybe I could find a better beat to, you know, put it to. So I get caught up in that sometimes.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
And first off, I know with Instagram, like social media platforms, you definitely utilize to put a lot of your freestyles. And that's really, really got you like on the map, like your sound, the freestyles and everything covers. I want you to talk about using social media as, you know, for your platform to really pull opportunities and really to put you out there and get that name, that mark for yourself. Talk about that and how you utilize the platforms just to be able to help you.
That is a great question. So yeah, when I first started, it was funny because I really didn't expect my freestyles to go that crazy. I was just doing like a little challenge and people really enjoyed it. So I started doing them more often and everything like that. And I started realizing like, wow, people are really looking for music from me, because I was getting so many messages like, where's your music? Where can I find your music? But at the time I didn't have any music out yet. So I was like, okay, maybe this is something I need to, you know, get into. So as time went on and I started making music, I noticed that like really social media, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like when it comes to marketing, that's the most important thing, I feel like.
Yes.
So man, on TikTok, I just started, you know, going crazy with the I had to find a formula. I'm not gonna lie, I had to find a formula for it first. You know, yeah. And
gotta get the strategy going.
You gotta get the strategy. And I hit some success on TikTok because I was just using like my goofy personality to broadcast my music, and people just fell in love with the authenticity. So that was like super, super dope. And then when it comes to Instagram, I'm not as goofy on my Instagram because I feel like Instagram is more like super, you know, kind of like the pictures and the cute videos and stuff.
It became more of the business platform.
Yeah, it became more for business. Instagram is more the business platform, so I'm a bit more serious on Instagram. But when it comes to the freestyles, it's crazy because I was talking to some friends about how I want to get back into posting those freestyles. But the way that I am, it's like, I don't like recycling lyrics because I feel like when people hear it, you know, it's kind of just like, that's that. And so I'll be writing a freestyle and I'll be like, wait, this is a really hard bar. Like, I want to save this for a song, you know? So I'll kind of be like, you know, I don't know. Every single time I write a freestyle, I'm like, you know what? No, this will be a hard ass verse, you know? So I want to make a song out of it instead. So I haven't really been doing too much of the freestyles anymore, but I want to get back into that just to, you know, drop something maybe in between singles or in between projects, a little freestyle just to keep my face out there.
Yeah, well, you definitely got bars. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
And speaking of projects, you just recently dropped a new project.
I did.
Nilla Diary, which is amazing.
Yes,
I love it. Now,
how y'all feel? Can I hear how y'all feel about it?
I love that it's like really personal, and I was really about to get into it because I love how you speak on like friendship. Because usually, like, you know, women will make music when it comes to men, but like I think it's different that you spoke on your friendship with your ex-best friend. And I was gonna actually ask you about that. Being that you were so personal, did you get any backlash about it? What is that?
That's a great question. You know what? Surprisingly, I didn't get any backlash. I was expecting backlash. I was expecting backlash, but all I got was love. All I got was love. And there was so many girls saying that they've been through the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, it is.
Literally, it was so funny because, because I was expecting to get some backlash, but I went on Twitter and people were adding me and they were like, I think me and Artificial Nilla have the same ex-best friend, because it was so many girls saying that they went through the same thing. It was like multiple people. So I was just, I thought it was really dope that the song was embraced and girls were saying like they've never heard a song like it before. You know, just speaking on real life situations.
Right, because I was this is the second coming of, you know, when like Eve and Faith did, you know, Love is Blind. I was like, this is like a modern day version of Love is Blind.
And you know what? It's low key too how, because have y'all heard Gotta Run? My single Gotta Run?
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of like a part 2 almost to Gotta Run, because this is more so focused though on the friend, not the man.
Yeah.
And I think whenever we have these type of situations, like it's always different, you know, it's different perspectives. And most of the time we hear us talking about the man and how, you know, that type
like
of
you really don't hear
can
like
be
female
manipulative and stuff like that. Exactly. But I feel like it's dope how this is coming from a different perspective, kind of like, you know, okay.
Like you're on the outside looking in.
Yes.
Like, I see you going through this, sis. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you, but you ain't grasping it.
Question. Now, is this like a real ex-best friend that y'all was having issues with?
Oh, Danielle trying to really get
I know, she's
That's what I was like, did you get
the tea?
You know, it's art.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, it's art. And I like to tell, so the thing, it's funny because I pull inspiration from so many different things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything personal. Like, it could be from somebody else's situation.
Yeah. It could be from my experience. It could be from someone else's. It could be from, you know, somebody venting on Twitter. But, you know, it's still a situation that was experienced and, you know, created to an art form. You're trying to get the tea.
I think it's important, like, even like just to, if you're having issues with your friends, it should be important to check them, like, when they're wrong.
Definitely.
Like,
definitely,
you know, sometimes we try to like hide things, but it's okay to check your friends.
It's okay. And I feel like that's what a real friend does too.
Yeah.
And it's not to shame anybody. You know, the song isn't to shame, but it's really, you know, because love is like, you know, love is blind. You know, when you're in the situation, you don't know. But when you're outside looking in and then you hear it from a different perspective, I feel like it could be a wake-up call too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And first of all, I wanted, you know, Danielle took it right out of my head, out of my mouth, everything about that song. This EP is so amazing. I love your Private Party. I'm not even gonna lie, because you know, Little Kim, you got the little whole cover going on that, and I think that was just so interesting. And it's just the one thing I love about you is the confidence, because you can hear it through the lyrics. So anybody that knows me, Danielle know I say this every week on every show we have. I just love lyrics. So I pay attention to the lyrics. I'll drown everything else out. I just literally pay attention to the words. And it's the one thing, you know, it's like you make it sound so sexy. You make it sound confident. You just engaging. You basically taking control. And that, I love it, hands down. And then for you to use it was like the irony of it, of using the Little Kim, you know, the cover of that. It was just like, we know what Little Kim represents, you know, that confidence, that sexiness, that just ooze, you know, make it sound
it's okay,
good. Yeah. It's okay to be that. And that's the one thing I loved about this. It was just like, you made it okay on this EP to be expressful, to be confident, to speak your mind, and to be real about what it is that you're feeling. So I think this was just amazing. Exactly. Kudos to you, first off.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And it's funny because, so Private Party, that's like one of my tops too. Okay. And I haven't done like a more like, you know, risque, you know, sexual type song. So this was really like my first song. And so many people were telling me like, it's so dope how you use metaphors instead of like blatantly coming off with, you know?
Right.
And so they were like, it's dope because it's sexy, but in like your own classy, confident way.
It's still like have that like mystery to it.
Yeah.
Because some people are just like out and open. Well, this A, B, C, D, like.
Right.
It's okay to keep it a little. And you know what's so crazy? I think we get a lot of that already. We get a lot of that already. And I think this is different. And that's why it made it so it just made it so tasteful. It was just enough right there.
Enough. Walking the line perfectly.
But it made me want more.
Oh, I love it. Yes, I'm looking at the comments too. The creativity.
I'm trying to look at the comments as they're going by.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
I know, but that's
because you know I can't see all the comments. For some reason, I can't see it. I said, if y'all see anything, let me know, because I can't see all the comments for some reason.
Instagram and
That's all right. We're about to have that in the cutoffs.
Right, it's all good.
So I was gonna say, describe being all in. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's so many definitions. Okay, in layman's term, I would say being all in is just putting your all in literally whatever you want to do. If you have a dream, to go for it, and to not, excuse my language, but not half-ass it. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something, be dedicated and go for it. And for a long time with music, I was on the fence. You know, I was very on the fence because I always think like, sometimes I just don't want to fail. You know, I don't want to fail. And I feel like everyone has a thing where they don't want to look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So for a long time, I was just like, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know. But, you know, it took the people around me to say, like, if you want to do it, you got to put your all into it, and you got to work hard for what you want, because nothing is going to come easy. So it's just to be dedicated. I'm very, like, as a Sagittarius too, I'm very indecisive. So to be all in is kind of just stick with my gut, stick with my mind, and just go for it.
Yeah. And it's okay, you know, sometimes it's okay to fail, because that's how you learn from your mistakes, you know?
Exactly.
Right.
If you don't take that chance, it's like, all right, what if you do bad? But what if you're amazing at it, you know? Like,
right. And another thing, I feel like, because where I come from too, it's like, you know, there's a lot of risk when it comes to following your dream. It's a lot of risk involved. And so I feel like where I come from, or, you know, my family and our values and principles is kind of like, you want to do what's safe, you know? But sometimes if you want to get to where you want to be, you're going to have to take those risks, you know? So to be all in too is to not be scared to take those risks. And, you know, the safest option, you know, it's safe, but it may not always be the best for you, you know?
Right.
that's true. That is very
So
true.
I want to get into the fact of, you know, talking about you being a Black woman in hip hop, and I think we get a lot of it because we see a lot in the entertainment world where it's like, oh, well, this person against this one and this one and this one. Talk about what it means for you to be a rising star, a Black female in hip hop. What is that for you?
It's honestly, I didn't think it would be as, okay, I'm not gonna say it's rewarding. It's rewarding, and it's really dope because I get like a lot of recognition. But it's also like stressful because even now, like, I'm rising. I haven't really made it to anywhere near where I want to be, but people are still like already comparing me to like other artists in the game, especially on TikTok. And it's interesting because it's kind of like, it seems like it only happens with women, you know, whenever there's a new female on the rise, you immediately get compared. And I think it's actually very problematic because it's kind of like saying, like, there's only, you know, a select few or only one Black woman who could be at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of a lot, but then there's also a lot of, when it comes to the music industry, there's a lot of doubts too. A lot of people doubt you, and it seems like you really don't get that chance unless, you know, you're already on the move, making waves, doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of people are scared to take the chance on you or to help you, and they don't want to help you until you've already made it.
Pretty much made it. That's crazy.
Exactly. But it's kind of like, you didn't want to help me when, you know,
right?
Like back then, you didn't want me. Now, you trying to be all
don't sleep on me, basically. Don't be sleeping on me.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of that going on. Even now, it's a lot of that going on, and it's kind of like, it's gotten to the point where I hate telling people that I'm an artist. I hate telling people that I'm a rapper because it's like they already have this preconceived notion of what I sound like, what my music is like, what I look like. They're comparing me. They automatically think I'm uneducated. They automatically think I'm rapping about my pee and busting it open. It's like,
and it's like, that's not even
right. And it's kind of like they don't want to give it a chance until they see my Instagram and they see I'm making moves, until they see my TikTok and they see my numbers and they see, you know, then they're like,
Right.
oh, okay, you know. But it's just a lot of politics. But it's also, like I said, it's also rewarding, and it's a great experience too, because I'm learning a lot.
I wanted to piggyback, Danielle. I'm sorry if you had a question. Sure. So speaking of, you know, once somebody really see you for who you are, you know, how do you speak to your individuality as an artist to keep you standing out for others won't have to put you in this box?
Right. You know, and it's funny because I think people love me so much because of my authenticity. Like, they look at me and they see like a regular person. Especially the way how I am on TikTok. Like, with my audience and my fans, like, I engage a lot. Like, I always make sure to engage with my fans and, you know, people who show me love and show me support. And I repost, you know, everybody who shouts me out, like, I'll repost them, and they kind of feel connected to me. And then they look at my background, they see that, you know, regular girl, grew up in LA, went to college, kind of, you know, that whole thing. And I feel like they see through the, you know, a lot of women in the rap industry, and this, you know, just speaking facts, no shade or anything, but I feel like a lot of people see them as a product. You know, everybody looks the same, everybody sounds the same. You know, it's the wigs, the makeup, the heels, the outfits, everything is the same in the industry. And yeah, of course, you know, I could slap on the wig and change it up and do the whole thing, other things. But at the same time, I feel like when people look at me, they see an artist and not a product. And they see a person. So I would definitely say my authenticity sets me apart from other people in the game.
That's amazing. And the key factor in what you were saying, that the industry, and because at the end of the day, if we be real about it, you know, when it comes to labels and their artists, that they are a product to them. And they do have this particular, all right, we got to market here, we got the sound here, we got to hit the radio here, and this is what we need. And that's why, and, you know, I always refer back to Beyonce when she talks about, you know, people are not making albums, they're not having these particular sounds, they're making these one hits that you have to keep burning yourself out.
Exactly. And that's what sells. Yep. That's what sells. So
and with you, we definitely can hear that there is like a lot of substance to you because of the fact of the type of music you put out, the fact that I can listen to a 6-track EP and still want more.
Yes.
Like, that's what creates legacy. That's what creates, you know, good music.
That's dope. Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. And that's too why I'm kind of scared of signing to a label, or I just want to make sure I have as much control as possible, because I just want to make sure I stay in control of my art, my look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, it's important. It's important because at the end of the day, the labels, they want to make money, and they, you know, they're willing to flip you however they want to flip you in order to make their buck.
Right.
Listen, slave you out until you
girl. Exactly. So, you know, I just want to make sure I stay true to myself.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you?
I agree.
How do you, now with like labels and stuff, how do you stay knowledgeable about like what's great to sign, or when it comes to like the music industry, and what's a good deal, what's a bad deal? How do you stay knowledgeable?
Because clearly you got a good team working with you. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I sure do. I do. And oh my goodness, well, first of all, my momager does not play. That's number one.
Momagers don't play. And
she does not play. She does not play. Okay, and she's very knowledgeable. And the thing is too, you know, I stay up, like, I'm like obsessed with these YouTube videos. Like, okay, my thing is, usually what people do is like, let's say if they want to do something, or if they want something, the first thing they do is look at the good reviews, you know, because they want to be influenced to, you know, they want to be influenced positively.
Of course.
Right. But with me, the first thing I do, if I want to do something, or if I'm interested in getting myself into something, or if I'm interested in buying something or whatever, the first thing I do is I look at the bad reviews first, because I want to see what you know, what people are negatively saying.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
I'm obsessed with these YouTube videos. Like, what's the one I just watched the other day? Well, I have a book too. I read a few books about the music industry. There's a book that I got, Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry. I already read that front, back, and side to side. And then there's there's like all these YouTube videos about deals and the dark truth about the music industry, or you know, like there's all these videos that I just stayed up watching. Like sometimes on my way to work or on my way home, I'll just come home and play these podcasts and these music videos. I'll hear about other artists' experience, about the messed up deals that they sign.
Yes.
So I'm already knowledgeable about the 360 deals. You know, nobody is taking my masters, you know, and I'm feeling like I've been listening, I've been tuning in, and I'm like, okay, no, this don't sound right. You know, so I'm definitely, I'm a little obsessed with the YouTube, because there's some people YouTube
Ain't
exposing.
nothing wrong with it. You got Because I'm telling you, if you don't try to find out and try to do the research yourself, like there's always going to be somebody who think they may know.
Research is important. And my thing is, and not to even say, like, I don't want to, you know, say labels are horrible or labels are bad or anything.
Right.
I mean, my goal isn't to get signed, but as far as, I kind of just need a little help, like, you know, something like a distribution deal. Yeah, like a little distribution deal or something like that. But I'm not trying to sign my life over to a label. That's
right.
You know.
And you don't need them. I feel like a lot of artists, they don't do their research and they don't know that they don't need labels nowadays. You know,
it's that part, because that's the thing we definitely try to stress. Is because let me tell you something. You as an independent artist, how we try to educate them and tell them, like, look, if you're already on social media, you already putting together a marketing strategy, and you booming, right? Now you got the music. Now we got DSPs. Now you put out there. All right. Now you putting together a strategy for that to push your DSPs, right? All right. Boom. You got that. You got half right there, right?
Yep.
Then it's just
and then you got to focus on
the creative process of really making the music. Because if you have that and you got everything that you basically need, you know what I'm saying? If you have the consistency, if you have the content, if you have, you know, good quality music. I don't want to say every music you put out. So let's be clear. Yeah. So, good quality music that's worth listening to, and you build it and you having that strategy to grab your audience. You have it all right in pocket right there. Just keep educating yourself along the way.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, because I'm already doing everything on my own now, and same thing, you know, when I get bigger and bigger, like, still as an artist, when you get signed, you're still doing the majority of the work. Really, you're doing most of the work. The only difference is you got somebody taking 80% of your what you gonna be making. So nah, like, I'd rather just handle it and give me a little, you know, distribution deal or something, or a little publishing deal, because, you know, even if I could be behind the scenes writing for somebody else, that's cool too, you know. So
keep it smart.
Yeah.
Keep it smart and sexy. I love it. Smart and sexy over there.
Your coins, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
And I wanted to ask you, so first of all, thank you so much for this conversation. I really enjoy it. We have a great time talking to you. There's so much energy, so much love. I can feel it through the
love it. Yes.
So I want to say, with everything that you have learned, everything that you definitely educate yourself, what would you say have been the biggest sacrifice that you had while pursuing your career?
Ooh, the biggest sacrifice. See, and I still haven't, there's still some things that I've been thinking about that, you know, still hasn't happened, but it would be a big sacrifice. But honestly, just spending so much money to fund my music career. And I really like I'm so busy, because it's kind of like I still work a corporate job, but I still work a corporate job. So it's been really hard time wise, finding time for music, work, and then I still do the TikToks, and then I'm still doing influencing too. So there'll be companies, you know, that I influence for, and sometimes I miss deadlines, and they're like, girl, we need our content. But I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I just, you know, I'm on such a back-to-back schedule. But I definitely say I made a big decision with work. I really took some time back and cut back a lot of hours to spend more hours dedicating it to the music. And the reason why that was such a big sacrifice for me is because, like I said, my background, like where I come from, education is very important.
Right.
So right out of college, I got hired for an engineering company. And so, so I was working there, you know, for some time.
Get the bag both ways.
Smart over here.
Okay.
But it's like, to tell my parents, you know, I want to stop working my good engineering job to be a rapper. Like, you know, it wasn't, I don't like, they're supportive.
They have a heart attack? Like,
they're supportive. They're very supportive, but it's just kind of like, this is a big risk, you know, like that's a big sacrifice, because you're sacrificing benefits, you're sacrificing security, you know? So, but I understand too that I don't have all the time in the world. So I would definitely say, I always hear people tell me like music is a young person's game. So, and I definitely rather, you know, just go all in now than be at my job, you know, still working this engineering job at 40, 50, and then be pissed
that
because I had this opportunity and I didn't.
Because you sitting there with them shoulda, coulda, wouldas going running right through your skull, like,
Right. And I already know how I am, because I'm definitely gonna be mad. So taking the, you know, just taking a step back from the job and sacrificing all those hours was a significant pay cut, number one. So and then I still have to, I'm still independent, so I'm still funding my music.
right.
And the way that I am too, like, when it comes to people doing favors for me, not to say I don't take help, because like I do need the help, but sometimes it's kind of, I'm just the type of person like, no, I don't want Sprees to do that. Like, I'll just pay you, because you know, I don't want it held over my head.
Right.
You're like, well, I did this for you. You could do this for me, and
exactly. And people feel entitled.
No.
Right. People feel entitled, and then it's kind of like, so I would definitely say, the time, taking some time away, taking that pay cut has been a pretty big sacrifice.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm, you know, hopefully, I think I'm just, you know, it's gonna be a time. I'm gonna hit y'all up. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm completely out of.
It's gonna be right. Listen, it's gonna be
completely
worth it. Oh yeah,
that's true.
Danielle, what you got?
So my last question actually was, how would you describe All In Nilla versus Nilla's Diary Nilla?
Oh, that's a great question. So All In Nilla now, that was my first project. And so people were listening to, I think I had like one single out before, maybe two singles. I think I had two singles out before before All In. And it was kind of just little throwaways, you know, but people were used to my freestyles. So on All In, I went into the, I had more of a mindset where I'm going to talk my shit. You know?
Like, it was very fun. Like, yes, very fun. The confidence was there. Very, you know, let me talk my shit. I did do an intro, that All In intro, kind of just introducing who I am as a person, where I come from as an artist. And it was like a little motivational song too, because I was kind of motivating myself to go all in with the music. So I thought that was a good intro. And then, you know, Big Steppin' was on my LA vibes again, talking my shit, you know, like this, talking my shit. So it was just very fun, upbeat. That was definitely Talk My Shit Nils. And then Nilla's Diary. So this was my Valentine's Day project. So definitely a lot more vulnerable. This is kind of something where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit, but I can also give you some real shit too, you know, and something that you can resonate with. So don't put me in a lane. Don't put me in a box, because I got something for the clubs. I got something for in your feelings. I got something for the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely you got it all.
showing. Yes, showing the
Love
versatility.
it.
Yes, and then I also wanted it, you know, to cover all bases, because when we talk about love, you know, it's not just about sex, it's not just about romance, you know. So that's why I threw the Letter to My Ex Best Friend song on there too, because that's still dealing with love, in, you know, a friendship way. So yeah, that was my vulnerable project for sure. That was the In My Feels, Neil. And there's some more, you know, there's some different vibes that I got on the way too, but definitely just showing different parts of me.
So first of all, I want to say, for all those who have that's joining in, that's going to probably see this later, whatever the deal is, first of all, go get the project. And I'm not just talking about streaming it. I'm saying purchase it, okay? Purchase, okay? So we're going to do a little demo later. We're going to press the purchase button, okay?
Yeah, we are.
Buy. You're right. We're going to buy and support our
Put your little code
artists.
in if you gotta put your code in. If you got Apple, if
definitely.
You got iPhone.
Cause I definitely already purchased it. I was sending it out to her like, if you didn't get this, like, get it. Like, it's amazing.
Please.
Like, I don't care.
I love that.
It's amazing. I support the arts. Trust me.
I'll
tell you. So first of all, like I said, this was an amazing conversation. And just that, I have two more questions. Really, you know, you said a lot of gems on tonight, just from your experiences. For other artists who really is taking the time and looking at this and say, you know what, I really am going to take this serious, what words of encouragement can you offer them?
I would say to really put yourself in the music, put your all in the music, but also just make music for you. Don't make music because you think it's the wave, or you think it's popping, or you think it's gonna go viral on TikTok, or, you know, don't follow the wave, but just focus on expressing yourself and yeah, just being you. Like, give people a piece of you. Don't, you know, I feel like even sometimes with my own music, it can kind of get foggy, like, especially when I listen to other female rappers or female artists, you know, it's easy to get influenced, but just stay true to who you are and make music like no one else is listening.
I like that.
I love that. You heard it here, guys. She dropped the words, okay? Listen.
Drop some gems.
And then lastly, for me, I just want to say, first of all, who are some artists out in LA, you know, you checking for, or anybody you want to work with in particular, just to kind of collab with? They can be indie, they can be major, you know, it's however you feeling.
In LA?
It can be in LA, or it can just be in general.
Okay, well, just in general, real quick, I really love Doja Cat, and I think we will be so lit together. I
can see that. I can definitely see that.
You can kind of see that. I can see that. You know what I mean? And especially because I listen to a lot of her, like, she be rapping too. Like, I know she's a pop girl. She's considered a pop girl, but she really be rapping. And her creativity, it just goes crazy. And she seems really fun to be in the studio with. So she's dope. Oh, I really like Vince Staples too. LA. If we talking LA, I think Vince Staples is super dope.
So dope. Oh man, I love that combination. I love that.
Yeah, I think that'd be lit.
I think that would definitely fit you. Definitely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Listen, we gotta make it happen. Vince,
we got
people happen.
We're gonna tag them and everything. Like, look, this is what's going on. We're gonna put that part.
Yeah, we gotta set it up.
We gotta set it. And you already got it out in the atmosphere. It's already manifested. It's gonna happen. I can definitely see it happen.
Yeah, I can see it.
So first of all, Nilla, thank you so much for definitely taking the time to have this interview with us. We appreciate all of the words, all the encouragement that you had definitely said. You know, it's definitely, we love your work, your body of work that you have so far. You know, we definitely want to see you go further. We wish you nothing but blessings on top of blessings when it comes to music. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
We know it's happening. It's gonna be worth it. Listen, them hours that you cut back at the engineering job, it's gonna be worth it.
It's definitely
gonna be worth it. Shout out to all my friends in the chat that came to support. I love all y'all.
Yes, thank you so much for coming through. They're taking the time to spend the time with us. Guys, if you have not, every Thursday we're here. We're talking to some wonderful talent like we did tonight every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Please, if you have not followed us, please follow us. We have a lot of exciting things, a lot of things going on for you. So definitely keep in touch with us. Nilla, I want to say thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart, and just many blessings to you in your career. Definitely.
Thank you so much, and you as well. I love all y'all.
All right, and we're gonna be always here supporting you, girl.
Yes.
We got you. We gotta support each other.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, we just want to say thank you too much to everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us. Nilla, you have a good evening.
Thank you. You as well, ladies.
Have a good one.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Lord.
Hola. Man, that was just amazing. I love it. Her vibe is just amazing.
I love her energy.
I love the energy. It's just so beautiful inside and out.
LA water, because you know, LA people, they have like that great energy. You know, New York, we just be like, oh man. I love
Danielle, we gotta get to LA. We gotta get to LA.
We have to. I need the warm weather. I'm tired of 30-degree weather.
We definitely gotta get out there. But first of all, it was just good. It was good to hear that, and you know, and to hear, you know, a lot of her perspective and how, you know, her family, you know, her mom, you know, manages her, and how she really does her research and really look at, you know, investing in that time for her style,
and on people to just like know it.
Right. And really looking for that strategy and keeping a level when it comes to her music. And it's amazing because, you know, sometimes I think some people get so disencouraged and, you know, feel like, you know what, well, this might work in, this ain't working, I'm just gonna stop. And, you know, I think this is amazing. I love it. I love to see it.
I cannot listen. I know she's gonna blow up, and I can't wait to see that. And to be like, listen, we had her on.
We had on the platform right here. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But she's an amazing artist, and you know, for me, I always tell you, you know, I barely say a lot of people are like rare talents, and like she's a rare talent. Because I mean, she's everything. She dances, she raps, and I meant to ask her about a little bit of vocals. She's having on the project. I meant to ask her about that. She got some vocals. I hear it. And just beautiful, just a beautiful spirit altogether. And I definitely felt that in the interview. So it was amazing. I love it. This is what I love. This is what gives me joy. I can sleep at night. All right. So guys, thank you so much once again for just rocking with us for another show. Thank you to everybody in the comments. Thank you to Nilla and all of her fans and everybody that came through just to support. We definitely really appreciate it. Guys, tune back in with us on Monday. You already know, Music Mondays.
It's gonna be hot.
Get it with the week rewind. Danielle, what's she saying? It's
gonna be hot. Listen, we give a little bit of tea, but minus the shade. But Monday just gonna be spicy. So,
Monday's gonna be Monday's gonna be a little something. So guys, tune in with us. So guys, you already know what it is. We're not gonna hold you no much longer, but thank you once again just for tuning in and supporting us. Remember, our website is live. So if you missed this interview, definitely you can check it out on our YouTube channel, which also is on our website as well. That is GENEUS.com. So please go support, follow, all the above, subscribe,
everything.
Got you. So guys, you already know what it is. It's not about real music, real style, and real people. And guys, it don't get no realer than this. So until next time, you already know. Peace.